T. Marie,
Hey,
what episode we on?
19.
18.
I was close.
You was close. It's Sunday. This is a Sunday show.
Yeah, we gonna have to do this. Gonna be a quick Sunday show. When I tell you
Mm-hmm.
quick, don't try to drag this out for
Mm-hmm.
55 minutes.
I never try to drag it out. I
30
just be
minutes.
spitting that spit. Then you just be like spitting your spit, and then the spit end up like lasting forever.
Yeah, but I'm tired. I went to the gym. I ain't sleep. I slept good until the rain started, and I'm just tired. I want to take a nap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You been up all night.
Doing what?
No telling child.
Ain't no
T.
telling.
Marie, it's Sunday. When the last time you been to church?
Ooh, man.
When is the last time, T. Marie? When the
I'm
last
gonna
time you been to
say, let
church?
me see. We moved here in 2011. I'm gonna
Was
say
it
2009
2010, 20?
or 10. Yeah,
That's a long time.
that is. But
Long time, child.
I don't feel like. mm,
You don't
how
feel
can
like
I
what?
say this without?
Are you religious? Are you religious?
Am I really? I believe in God, but I don't
That's not
believe
what
you have to.
I asked. If
I
you
don't
was
believe you have to
religious.
go to church to believe in God or to worship God or to do any of that.
Facts.
But I am a
Okay.
religious person, as in I believe in God. I pray and this, that, and the
So
third. I
when the
don't.
last time you said a prayer before like going to bed?
I say one every night, but I don't necessarily do the get on your knees and. I
So
mean,
when you scroll the TikTok and you like, all right, I'm about to go to sleep.
yeah, like right before I hit that doze,
You
when I
say to
put my phone
yourself,
down, I say a little prayer in my
nah, lay me
head,
down to sleep. How
and
do
I
it usually
doze
go?
on off.
How do it usually go?
I'm not telling you my prayer. That's for me and God to know, not for
I'm
you in the
saying, what's the
world.
opening line? You be like,
God, I thank you. That's usually how I started off.
okay. So then you just go into
All the
everything that
things
you
I'm
thinking.
thankful for, all the things that I know I need to work through, and then I go to sleep.
Do you ask for stuff?
Occasionally, but I try to refrain from asking and more so put it as um, a statement of a blessing, like what will be a blessing to me and what will be a blessing to my family and what will be a
Okay.
blessing to this person, but not necessarily asking for stuff.
Okay, I heard you. I heard
I got a
you. Okay.
question for you. If
Question.
if somebody offered you $1 million cash, tax free, would you punch me in the face? I'm talking about rear your hand back like and wind it and
Like
then
all the
bring
force
it
you gotta
full
put,
circle and like land
like
it.
follow through and everything.
Yeah, like you gotta land it. $1 million.
Like, would you know? Like,
Yeah,
would you
like I
know?
know I know it's about to happen. I'm
Okay,
bracing myself
so
for it.
this the same person that'll chop her titties off for her nipples off for $1 million.
Right.
So I think she would take a punch from me for 250,
Two
right?
fifty?
Yeah, you don't get the whole thing.
For 250, I'm punching your ass back. Cause what the fuck? That's not enough.
250K?
No. You punching me. You could possibly dislocate my jaw. Like you can't
Okay,
just do a little soft like you
right.
gotta land that shit.
Okay,
And you
but I'll
two
pay for your
fifty?
medical bills and give you 250,000. Let me go ahead and buck your ass. Now the question is, would you would agree to it? It's the question.
Not for 250.
Okay,
No.
well, to answer your question, yes.
So you would punch me for $1 million and I'm
Now you
punching
could
your
be
ass
in on
back.
it or you could be out of it, but either
I'm
way,
not gonna be out of
yes.
it because
Okay, so
I want at least
the deal
375.
is non-negotiable because that wasn't even part of the original question. So
Mm.
yes, and I'm gonna give you about $250, and I'm paying for whatever medical bills you got going on.
I'm hitting your
I
ass
just hope
back.
you clinch. I just hope you. Well, you don't get the 250 then.
No, because 250 ain't enough. I want 375.
It wasn't negotiable though, because I could do it and not give you nothing.
You could, and then you
Yes,
wouldn't be able to spend your $1 million. So
yes, I would. A punch in the
no, you
face
would,
ain't life sentence.
huh?
By the time I get that million and you get out the hospital, I'll be long gone.
I ain't going to the hospital first. No.
T.
Well,
Marie, if I punch you,
first
you
of
going to
all,
the hospital
first of
first.
all, if it wasn't written in a contract how much
Mm-hmm.
money I was getting, I wouldn't agree to you punching me in the first place.
Okay, but that is not the. You
But
said,
that's
would
not
I
the
punch
question.
you
You
in the
said you
face
would punch
for
me
a
for $1
million
million.
dollars?
Got it.
Okay, you could be in
Good
on
to
it or you
know.
could be out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I'm gonna look out for you. But you can take this 250. You know what I'm saying? Is hey, $1 million. I'm doing what's best for the team.
What team?
Us, me, you, the kids, the family, and on the roster with
How is
Jada,
that best
everybody.
for how is
I'm gonna
that
take that
best?
$1 million and you gonna get bucked. But I'm gonna have to take you on a vacation or something. Some,
Vacation.
yeah.
So
Pay off your car, everything. You just got bucked. Your jaw gonna be wired shut for a little bit, but you got bucked, and here go, you know what I'm saying? Trips, calls, all that stuff.
mm-mm.
No
No.
good? No good. You telling me that's no good?
Trips, cars, and a busted job, and that's all I get is trips and a car
Do I
payment.
gotta pay taxes on this million though?
I said no. I said that in the beginning. Tax free
Okay,
cash.
so yeah, because the original question was just would I smack you for $1 million? So I'm gonna smack you, but hopefully you be in on it. Hopefully you be in on it. You know it's coming. You clinch. You just go down. You get knocked out. No structural damage. And then we paid. So for 7,500, would you slap the shit out of me?
For 7,500?
7,500, just
No.
slap the hell out of me.
No.
Open hand, you better do that shit. I want my 1,500.
That's why I'm not doing it for 7,500 because I knew you was gonna want to cut, and that ain't enough.
I'm lowballing 1,500. You still
That
want to wait
only
to
leave me with
6,000?
6,000. What I'm supposed to do with that?
How many thousands you got right now?
That's beside the point. Are
No,
you
it ain't. No,
slapping
it
me,
ain't.
fellow?
You get the open hand. Pow! Look at this for
No.
old, new, borrow, blue, and you get paid. You talk about that
25,
ain't enough.
25K.
You tweaking. No, 7,500.
No, 25K. I'll slap
Shit.
you.
You would slap
I'll,
me for some Texas
I'll front
Roadhouses?
slap you and backhand you for 25.
Nah. It ain't working like that.
Woo!
T. Marie, I got a would
Yeah,
you rather.
slap hard around
Would
the
you
world.
would you rather live forever in a virtual reality where everything is perfect or live in a real world with all its imperfections?
Real world.
So real world, you just
Yeah, because
leave me where I'm at.
a constant state of perfection is
That'll be insane. It'll
insanity.
drive you crazy.
Yeah, like I don't want
But
that.
it's a
I'd
world of
rather,
perfection, so it wouldn't drive you crazy.
huh?
It's a world of perfection.
It would drive me crazy because everything being perfect all the time, like where is the variety? Like there's no variety in life if everything is perfect. It's boring. I wouldn't want to be
Perfect. So
bored for
you
the rest of
you
my life.
you like some ups and some downs.
I
You
mean, I
little
like
hoo
to be
ha and
up
ha
more than
hoo.
down. Don't get me wrong. I like the ups more than the downs, but I
I
feel
mean,
like the
facts.
downs add structure to your life. They add character. They make you who you are. Because without the downs, you wouldn't know what you can make it through.
It's true. It's true. It's true. All right, you want to get into some celebrity gossip?
As long as it ain't Diddy, because I'm tired.
Well, the Tory Lanez petition is up to 250,000 now. They
It
like,
ain't
I
gonna
got
do
to
no
let, but
good, man. Tory is gonna do his bid. Let him do his 10. however many it was, wasn't it 10?
I
And
think it
just
was
do your
10.
bid. Do your
Let
bid.
them,
And
let
just
them, a petition though. They
who
saying no.
cares? That petition don't mean
They
nothing.
saying no. No. That's what they
That,
saying.
that petition don't mean nothing. You shot somebody allegedly, sir. That's what you.
Allegedly.
But that's not even what he like. What was his like? He didn't even go to prison for that.
But
Like if you
it
look
was
it
an
up,
enhancement that took it from one
if
to
you
three
look it
years to
up, he
10
didn't even
years.
go to prison for that per se. Megan never pressed charges, so
But all this is because of that.
okay, but that's not even the reason that he in prison. So he in prison on his own doing because Megan never pressed charges against him. So all of this, oh Megan this and oh Megan that, Megan didn't do shit. Honestly, if we digging into the real deal, Holyfield, she didn't do a fuck thing. She
I,
testified against him in court. She never pressed charges.
yeah, but she could have said,
She
I
could have,
really
but
don't know
why?
who did what.
She could have, but for what? She ain't
Why
finna get
wouldn't
on the
she?
stand. She ain't finna get on the stand and perjure herself. For
So
what?
perjury means that there's some shit going on in the game.
Perjure
So,
mean you got up on the stand and lied. What
right.
she gonna get up on the stand and lie for?
If Tory Lanez ain't had nothing to do with it, all she got to do is say she don't know.
But that's not what she said because that will be perjuring herself because she knows who shot her.
She
Obviously.
don't know. She don't know.
Okay,
We don't
child.
know. We don't know,
She was
child.
there, but she don't know. Okay.
She said, I saw Tory Lanez shoot me.
She said what she said, and now
Mm.
she ain't gonna get on the stand and say, you know what? I maybe it wasn't him. I don't even know. Maybe
That's what
it
she
was
should
a
have said.
stranger.
That's
It
what she
was a
should have said.
stranger,
That's what she should have said.
and she would have been lying.
She wasn't.
I wouldn't get
Mm.
on stage and perjure myself for what?
Well, he might get off because they got the
He's
petition
not gonna
going.
get out. That petition ain't doing nothing but wasting time.
Mm. Yeah.
He's not getting off.
So that's crazy.
What he would have to get off from his original charges and what he went to prison for. He did not go to prison for shooting Megan. So what is the petition for?
The crime,
The crime of what?
having a gun.
Okay, he had he not getting off. Sorry,
He should.
hate to break it to you.
It should be reconsidered at least.
They can reconsider it until the cows come home. That ain't gonna change the outcome.
Mm.
Sorry.
So you just totally against anything Tory Lanez or Diddy at this moment. Shannon Sharp they ain't saying nothing about Shannon Sharp. So you just don't
I
want to.
saw a clip of Shannon Sharp interview he did with man, I can't think of the man name. It's a Caucasian man, but this Caucasian man is wealthy. I get and Shannon Sharp asked this Caucasian man, "Is it true that your wife, your ex-wife, still has full access to your bank account?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "I'll never take her off." How you feel about that? If you was wealthy,
Mm.
would you, and you was divorced, would you allow your ex-wife to still have full access? I mean, mind you, this the woman you've been with for, let's just say, 20 some odd years.
Sure.
Y'all been through ups and downs. She was with you before you had the millions, because that was his point. Is she was with me when we was broke. She was with me when we was eating tuna and
Right.
crackers. So
Right.
why would I take the money from her? Like built she built who I am with me. So why would I take the money from
Right.
her? How you feel
Right.
about that?
He got a prenup? Like, did they do a prenup?
None of that is in play. She has full access to all the funds in his bank account. He said
Ooh.
if she wanted to empty his bank account right now, he wouldn't do shit about it.
I mean, he a good one.
She's actually in a relationship with somebody else. And Shannon said if she wanted to pay for a lavish wedding with the money in your bank account, he said she has full range to do that. So my question is, would you allow your ex-wife that was
Hmm.
with you when you had crumbles
Hmm.
in your pocket, and for whatever reason y'all get divorced, crazy, crazy how that works. Would you allow her to have access to your bank account where all the money resides?
Probably not, but she wouldn't want for no money. Like I would, she would have a, you know what I'm saying? Uh, she would have access to funds, but it probably wouldn't be just full range to my bank account. Now, when I'm gone, if ain't nobody, like if I ain't remarried or nothing like that, and whatever's in there, you the beneficiary, just take care of my kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That way. But other than that, no, probably wouldn't. But I'll be looking out. Like nothing, she wouldn't go for nothing without nothing. Full range, just like here you go, because new money is
Just
being made after the divorce, and this some of this is new money, other this is old money, and probably not full range.
but his point was, I wouldn't be who I am or making the money that I'm making if it wasn't for her.
And that's
That's
and
his
that's
point.
my that would be the reason, my reason for making sure she's straight, making sure, you know what I'm saying? I always got her back. Whoop whoop. Like, yes, but full range to like
Just debit card,
sole
writing
source,
checks.
probably not. Nope. Mm-mm.
That's
Mm-mm.
wild. I don't know. I think
Nope.
if the tables was turned, if it was reversed, right? And I was the one that became very successful, and I'm talking
Right.
about millionaire status
Right.
successful,
Right.
and I was divorced. Uh, I would say
Keep it
that
real.
I'm gonna be real. I would say that I would have a bank account with money that person can access, and I would make sure that
Sure.
their bank account always had a
That's what I
substantial
just
amount
said.
of money in it. But I would
Yeah.
also have a separate account, But I would definitely probably be like, yeah, I mean, this is a bank account that I will always make sure that there's a substantial amount of money in it. And what you do with
Yeah.
that money,
Yep. That's what you got going on, right?
yeah.
Okay, so T Marie, you remember a few episodes back, you gave a YN some advice. You remember what
Did
that
I?
advice
What I
was?
told them? I
It
don't remember,
was
but go ahead.
okay. So I want you to double back and
Mhm.
give a YN some more advice. So this is called advice to a YN. What off the top of your head? What would be some advice you would give a YN right now? Now you already talked about work. You already talked about uh, being the best you could be at whatever you is.
Oh
So
yeah, I
think of
did
something
say that.
new.
I
Think of
did
something
say that.
new. Advice to a YN. Go.
All money ain't good money.
Okay. All money ain't good money. Okay.
No.
Elaborate on that.
Just because you know ways of getting money don't mean that should be the way you get money. Because
Advice to a YN.
getting money that way can lead you down a path that you don't want to be on, but that'll ruin the rest of your life. You a YN right now, so you got time to learn how to be an
How to
adult and
be.
how to sustain and how to
Yes.
make money the right way. But just know,
Yes.
all money ain't good money.
Yes. And I kind of been there before, so I know that like all money ain't good money because it's risk with everything you do, right? And
I've been
every
there before
action
too.
has a reaction. And T Marie been there
I was a
before. I've been
YN
there
at one point.
before. You was a YM. You was a YM. You wasn't no YN. You was a YM. You was a young mama, and
Yeah.
you was out there trying to get it. You wasn't no YN, but you was a young mama. So
Mm-hmm.
you was a YM, and you made some decisions. I made some decisions that, looking back, could have changed your life.
Did change my
You
life,
know what I
right?
mean? Like, yeah, that way. So all money ain't good money,
All money ain't good
YNs.
money.
Keep a legal hustle. Keep
Yeah.
somewhere you can go to work
It's
to
too many legal
on
hustles to be
paper.
doing the illegal hustles.
Facts. But if you gonna do an illegal hustle,
No, ain't no if you go. Don't
You
do the
can't.
illegal hustle.
It's out there, right? But you got to be smart.
No,
Everybody,
the being smart
everybody
is just not doing the illegal hustle.
that
I,
everybody knows that the being the smart way is to stay legal and do it the right way, but that ain't always the case in some instances. So be smart about your shit.
but
And don't tell nobody the shit that you do because that's how motherfuckers get caught. First of
but
all, if you're
but
gonna
all
do
of
some
that is
shit, do it by yourself.
but all of that is things you shouldn't even have to go through
Yeah,
because
but this is life. This is the real world.
it's life, and I understand that everybody has a different set of struggles, right?
Yes.
And
And privilege and access to
and
shit
privilege
and
and access. And
everything.
as much stuff as as much as all the things, right, with our kids, right, who
Mm-hmm.
are adults, and all the things
Mm-hmm.
that we currently struggle with them. It kind of resonated with me one day when I was with one of the kids, and they showed me mug shots of some people that
Mm-hmm.
they went to high school with,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, of all the things that
It could
we
be a lot
struggle
worse.
with our kids, I'm grateful that I don't have mugshots of my kids.
It could be a lot worse,
It could
right?
be a lot worse, and
So we complain about stuff
I have to look at the silver
and
lining
you
of
have to
the
be
things
grateful
that
and
we,
appreciative.
yeah, because God knows I'm thankful that I can't pull up no mugshots of my kids.
Facts.
That is where I'm like,
Something
damn,
stuck. All that
huh?
training and stuff stuck. Raising
Yeah.
kids stuck.
I mean,
Some of that
it's
shit
stuck.
stuck.
It's stuck to the point of to the point of like, don't be out here doing no bullshit. Don't be out here doing that illegal dumbass shit. But I
Right.
feel like it's still some stuff that we need to that they ain't fully grasped yet, and they young, so maybe
Mm,
maybe we expect more from them because of the way we grew up. So we grew up fast because we didn't have a choice, and so at their age we were already light years ahead because we had
mm-hmm.
all these different responsibilities that we didn't have back up to fall back on to pay our bills or help us or get us gas money. We
Right.
didn't have that, so we had to grow up fast. And since they didn't have to grow up the way we grew up, I think we kind of expect so much more from them at the age that they are. And, I struggle with like taking a step back and just realizing that shit could be worse. Like they could have mugshots on the internet, but they
Mm-hmm.
don't. So thank
Right.
God for that. So it's just one
They
day at a
got they
time.
got a lot more distractions than what we had though growing up. Like all the social media, like our kids had phones at 10, 11 years old, and they've been had a phone since then. And it's just like video games is way more crazy. We didn't have like these big fancy 3D video games growing up and shit and all the shit that's in the world now. We didn't have that growing up. So
We had the gray
we
box Nintendo and the
we was
Atari.
out shit if that. We was outside. We was goddamn running the streets, flipping our mattresses, pumping gas, shoveling snow. We was doing all kind of shit. We was goddamn out in the streets, hustling, working. 14, 15, we was working and thinking about how we're gonna get a license and some cars and driving cars and all that kind of stuff. People were still roller skating, going to
Mm.
dances and all that shit. Oh, my sons don't go to no club. Well, I'll take that
They,
back.
one of them
One
do
of them do. The other one don't.
occasionally. The other one don't. That ain't his jam. That ain't his vibe. But again,
Yeah.
it's just life and times are different than when it was when we was growing up and coming up and being that age. So I don't know. It's exhausting, but again, you I feel like we have to give a little bit of grace, but not too much grace, because too much grace, then you get taken advantage of. So
Yeah. So that's your advice to a YN. All money ain't good money. Watch your back and goddamn choose wisely. Stay legit. Be legal. Do it the right way. That pays off. Do it while you're young too, because when you get old, you don't want to be working as hard as you could have
mm,
worked when you was young.
You
You want to
don't.
work now and take it easy later. You don't want to take it easy now, then you got to work your ass off later. That's ass,
Yeah. And
right?
that retirement, that 401k ain't going far. So not as
Grind
far as you
hard
think.
now. Learn as much as you can now and apply it to a career. And later on, you can work less. Like that's the goal is to work less, right?
Yeah.
So you got to get your experience and your expertise and skill set now so that it can mature with you and grow old with you so that you don't have to work as hard when you get my age or T Marie age because she older
No,
than I am.
no, your age.
T Marie older than I am.
You know, the fact
Ain't
that you
you?
take extra every opportunity
Ain't you?
that you can to say
Ain't
that.
ain't you? Okay, T Marie, we gotta move on. Tonight,
Hey,
one game,
it's about to
game
come on in a
7,
little bit.
Denver, OKC, Thunder, Nuggets. Who is gonna win this game 7 in OKC? Who's
Okay,
gonna
see.
win this shit? Is
Okay, see.
Jamal Murray and Joker and goddamn Gordon. You think they gonna let OKC win this game tonight?
I don't think they gonna have. It ain't that they gonna let them. It's just that that's what's gonna happen. Okay, see,
That's
it's
what's
coming
gonna
on in
happen.
like 20 minutes. By the
I
way,
know, Shawty. I know. We gonna end this show at 2:29.
no, we not. We gonna end it before that.
Two
But
twenty nine.
yeah, I think OKC. I
We
think
got
OKC.
OKC. Blowout, tight
No,
game.
it's gonna
It's
be
a tight
tight.
game. This is a
It's
tight
gonna be
game.
tight.
Okay.
I'm gonna say uh my same prediction as last time: a 5 to 10 point deficit for
Okay.
Nuggets.
So T Marie, if the Thunder win, next time I see you, I get some T Marie wings.
No,
Special T
wait,
Marie
how? When
wings
that's the team I picked.
with the T Marie sauce.
No,
If they lose, I get some T Marie wings with some T
no,
Marie
hell
sauce.
no, hell no, hell no,
What? I
no.
can't get no T Marie wings with some T Marie sauce.
Not if the no, not if the Nuggets win, you can
If the Nuggets win, I get T Marie wings with T Marie sauce.
Friday night.
And the
If OKC win,
If the
if
Thunder
Thunder win, I
win,
get Texas Roadhouse Friday night.
Texas Roadhouse, extra biscuits,
They not fucking
rolls,
biscuits. Quit calling them
roll,
that.
extra rolls, extra rolls. All right, deal.
And with a margarita.
There ain't no margaritas, shorty.
Yeah, I want a margarita with
Cause
mine.
I want wings and spaghetti.
What? Okay.
Shake on it. Shake on it. T
Mm-hmm.
Marie. So I was at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm walking into one of these buildings. And I'm looking at my guys, they working. And there's some other guys that's working in the building, right? And he walked up to me and he said, I know you've been watching TikTok. I know you've been watching TikTok. He said, gender's the new black people too. Gingers. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah,
You ain't never seen
gingers,
that.
gingers the new black people. I seen it, but I was fucking with him. I'm like, man, he was like, yeah, so now we black. So I'm thinking, you better not try to call me no nigga. I'm gonna punch you in your face. But he didn't, and it's all good. What do you think about this gingers or the black people too? Like, what's going on?
I think it's cool as long as, like you said, as long as you don't go
Long
too
as
far.
yeah, because
Don't take
we
it
ain't
too
there yet.
far. But
This fresh news and we ain't there yet.
we ain't
I
there
ain't having
yet.
no
We haven't. We
redhead come up and be
haven't.
like, "What's up, my nigga?" Yeah, like
No, we haven't
no.
gotten there
We
yet.
ain't
Just
there
take it
yet.
for
We
what
ain't
it
there.
is
Yes, I
and
need
leave it
more
at that.
research. I need more information before we go allowing gingers to call us niggas. Now, come on,
Yeah, like
now.
don't
Like
go
that.
too far. Don't.
Don't do too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool.
yeah.
You can
So
be black all
you
day
can be,
long. Good for
but
you.
keep
But
it cool, brother. Keep
keep
it
it
cool.
cute. Keep it
Right.
classy.
Right. That
Uh-uh.
shit crazy. I when this happened, this is like Friday. When this happened, he had walked off or something, but I had forgot to tell him something. I said, "My brother." He turned around all like, "Yes, what's up? What can I do for you?" I was like, "Man, you forgot. I forget what I was talking about." But I'm telling you, he was emphatic when he took. Yes, yes, I'm your brother.
He
What's
was like,
up?
yes.
That shit was crazy. But that's what happened. I swear to God, that shit was crazy. But all right, Timothy.
One of my friends is redhead. I
Mm,
haven't asked her if she appreciates
that's your
being
sister
black.
now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't
That's your
asked her.
sister now. That's your sister. T Marie, are you ready for this episode segment of Are You Smarter Than the Chinese Baby?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I
So we
feel like
paused
I'm
the
gonna get
tariffs for
into that.
90 days. We can cut back on the dealings with China. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going straight. Walmart still talking about they want to raise their prices. Trump talking about don't blame it on tariffs. Y'all been trying to raise prices forever. Either way, we need to make sure that we smarter than Chinese baby. So I'm gonna ask T Marie some questions to see if she's in fact smarter than the Chinese baby. T Marie.
I'm smart on paper. I'm not
Okay,
smart like.
what you need? Multiple choice. What you need?
I mean, I'm just saying like off the dome is a little much, but on paper I'm smart.
I'm gonna give you an easy one because you have studies in the medical background. How many bones are in the human body, T Marie? This was nursing
Two
school 101. She
hundred and
know this.
six.
I knew that. That's the correct answer. Give it up for T Marie. Yeah. Okay, T Marie. What is the Roman numeral for 50?
A X and a V and a
It's one Roman numeral. It's only one.
oh
What is the Roman numeral for the number 50?
shit, I don't know.
You don't know. T. Marie said, I don't fucking know.
What is it?
It is the letter L. Is the
That's
Roman
lame as
numeral for
fuck.
50.
Why it
I
can't be
like
an
it.
X and a V?
I'm just
I
telling
don't
you
know.
that.
I'm
I
not
mean,
good with
that's
Roman
an
numerals.
X is a 10, right? And the V
Right.
is
So
what?
what is a V?
The V is
5.
5. Yeah,
So
so we're talking about 15.
no, put a multiply signal in a big X, little X, V. 50.
No, no, wrong. Okay. All
L.
right. Here,
This
I'm going
is
to give you
a
another
L.
bone one because you should know.
I probably don't.
What
I'm gonna get this one
part
wrong.
of the body contains the smallest bones? What part of the body contains the smallest bones?
Um,
Lee Marie know this one. Now I could tell when she know because she be rocking back and forth.
no, I really don't. I'll say this is probably wrong because it's too obvious, but I'm gonna say the toes.
Nope, not
I
the
knew it.
toes.
I
Not the
knew it.
toes. What part of the body contains the smallest bones? You want the answer?
Yeah.
The answer is the ear.
Ear.
Yep.
Well, I ain't got no bones in there. That's
That's because
cartilage.
they small. You talking about?
Now you would still be able to feel them.
I don't know.
All right. What's the next question?
Hold on a second, cause I'm sure. Chibi.
You done lost the question.
No, I didn't. This is another one for you. This is easy one now. You gotta. What's the largest ocean on Earth? The largest ocean.
Pacific.
Pacific. See? Ding 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 ding.
Everybody know that. You
Who?
texted and podcasted. Pick one.
Well, on the rocks with Jada was trying to join. I know you was finna drop off, and I told her we could do talk about Raising Canaan, but might as well just do it. Okay. What is the boiling point of water at sea level in degrees Celsius?
At sea level,
At
zero.
sea level. Zero is sea level. Correct. You are correct about sea level being zero. However, the question is, what is the boiling point of water at sea level in degrees Celsius?
140 degrees Celsius.
Close. That's close. That is really close. It's
What
really
it?
close, but that's a little too much.
Oh,
So give it a nice
130.
round number.
130.
A nice round number that like just like boom. Okay.
137 degrees Celsius.
That's not a nice round number. A
Okay.
hundred. The answer is 100.
You said 140 was real close. It wasn't real fucking close.
It's closer than zero.
110 would have been
It's
real
closer than
close.
zero.
It's kind of loud.
Jada. We got Jada on the phone on the show.
It's kind of loud. I can't hear y'all.
We gonna drop you if you gonna be having connection issues. I put it like that.
I got connection issues.
You on Harry Hines?
Sorry, I'm out and about.
We'll call you back.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Bye, love you.
Jessica. Hey, T. Marie.
Hey, what you at the gym?
No, I'm at Chili's.
Oh, sure. Bring me
He
a
said,
fajita.
Huh?
have a margarita
Bring
for
me a
me.
fajita and a margarita for T. Marie.
All right. Love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Where is this?
She
Anyway,
sound like she's sitting on the side of the road just watching the cars
right.
go by.
I'm like, what the hell? T. Marie, all right, back to the questions. What planet is known as the red planet?
uh, the obvious answer
The one
would
you
be
used to always eat their candy bars.
Mars.
Mars. T. Marie.
I don't eat. What was the Mars candy bar?
Mars candy bar. They are Mars candy bars. They
No,
just
they
different
not.
names. Twix is a Mars candy bar.
Put that on something.
I ain't putting it on nothing.
Oh, so
Would you rather universally be loved but feel no love yourself, or feel deep love but be misunderstood and hated by everyone else?
damn. What kind of dark twisted shit is that?
So would you rather? Would you rather be
I would rather
universally loved
neither. I would rather neither.
but feel no love yourself, or feel deep love but be misunderstood and hated?
That's 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 disturbing, honestly.
Just
Uh,
I'm just
I would say the first one.
You would say the person you would rather be universally loved but feel no love yourself. So everybody
Yeah,
love you, but you ain't got
I
no.
can handle being dead inside. That's fine. Whatever.
You can handle being dead inside.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
you the one presented the dark ass question.
I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, open up your eyes to some other challenging questions.
I would rather. I could handle being dark inside. I can't handle being openly affectionate and openly loving to everybody and nobody receiving it or appreciating it. That I can't handle. But I can handle being dark inside. I could be dead inside, sure.
Okay, T. Marie, let me ask you this. If you could know the day you were going to leave this earth, would you want to know?
I would only want to know if I could also know how.
So you would take it if you could tell like the date. They can tell you the date and when, but they also got to tell you how,
Yes. If
and
they
it ain't
can't
gonna
tell me
change.
how, then I don't want to know. Just let it be a surprise.
What's the reasoning behind it though?
Because at least I can mentally prepare myself. Like
Yeah.
this is gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen to me on this day, right?
Mm,
But
mm, mm.
if you just tell me the day and I don't know how, then now I'm just paranoid all the damn time. because I'm wondering, is this gonna be the reason? Is this gonna be the reason? Is this gonna be the reason? Should I stay up every day because I'm gonna fall? I'm gonna die in my sleep. Like I'd rather know
But you know the
how.
date, you just don't know how. But you
That's
know
what
the
I'm saying.
exact
I
date.
don't want to know when if I don't know how it's gonna happen. Because to know when just means that everything I do is gonna make me think that this is gonna be the reason. But if I
How
know,
if you know the exact date and time? Like how?
what I'm saying is on that day, everything I do on that day is gonna make me think, is
Fuck,
this the reason?
it's the day period. Like
I wanna know. Don't question why I wanna know. I wanna know. I
you
wanna
want to know.
know if you gonna tell me today, tell me how. If you can't tell me how, don't tell me today. Just let it be a surprise.
Just let it be a surprise. Okay, so
Just
Final
let it happen.
Destination Bloodlines is
We going to
out.
see that
Are
on
you
Saturday. Don't be scary, but the reviews, child, I've been like,
it's kind of spicy? I'm gonna have to bring
and don't
I
go
don't
to sleep.
know.
You ain't going to sleep. I'm keeping you
I'm gonna be
awake.
like this. Damn, that shit happened for real.
Nah, I'm gonna be like, open your eyeball. Open your eyeball.
Mm.
Yeah, we gonna go see it. Should we go see it in IMAX? If we go see it in IMAX, the
I want to
IMAX
see it in
theater,
IMAX. Do they got
but the
some
IMAX
mornings?
theater here do not have recliner seats. So as long as you okay with that, then.
I don't know. I have to think about it.
But IMAX would be yikes.
Because they said that shit is
That
detailed
shit is
to the
crazy.
max.
The
And people
reviews
was
I've
getting
been
sick,
reading,
walking out, asking for refunds, doing
and
reviews.
not walking out because they bored, but walking out because that shit is crazy as hell.
Crazy. So, are you? No, no,
That's
you
okay.
can't
We
chicken
go,
out either.
huh?
You can't chicken out either.
I'm not gonna chicken out. I'm ready.
I'm taking my
But we
son.
gonna see it in the daytime.
I'm taking my sons.
They ain't going.
They're going.
They said they ain't about that life.
They gotta go. I'm cutting them off.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
They gotta go. They're getting cut off.
They need to be cut off anyway. But
See, Marie,
anyway,
see,
yeah,
you always talk about
I
30
asked both of
minutes,
them. Huh?
25 minutes is 42 minutes.
All right, we done. Cause this was only supposed to be 30 minutes.
What you cooking for Sunday dinner?
Huh?
What you doing for Sunday dinner?
We doing smothered chicken or chicken and gravy, whatever you want to call it, with some rice, some green beans, and some biscuits.
Sounds lovely.
I'll send you a picture of
You don't have to.
the plate.
You don't have to.
Why?
Because I'll probably eat noodles.
Or you gonna go get you a yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't eating it.
A whole order
I ain't eating
of
it.
pork fried rice,
I ain't eating it.
a order of duck noodles,
I'm going
duck and
straight
noodles,
vegan. I'm going vegan for a week. Let me see
uh,
how I can.
egg fouillon patties with
No,
gravy,
none of that. None of
a
that. I
order
do
of
need to
chicken
run to Walmart though.
wings, a crab rangoon,
I do need to go to Walmart
and a
though.
Coke Zero.
Huh?
What?
I do need to go to Walmart though.
See if they got
See, look,
that Pop Tart
Walmart. As soon
ice
as I said
cream.
I need to go to Walmart, I get an email from Walmart.
See if they got that Pop Tart ice cream. Cause I tried to go to the neighborhood market and they didn't have it. Maybe I need to go
What
to the
I'm gonna do
regular
with that?
market.
I ain't eating that shit.
Yes, you will.
Pop tart, egg, ice cream sandwiches.
We need to review it.
T. Marie.
What?
No.
We're done. We're done here.
Bye, T.
Like,
Marie.
subscribe, share, comment.
Well, I'm gonna work on the theme song too, so we can like, well, how should it go? You want to be featured on it? Oh Lord, she bouncing her titties. It's time to go. Time to go, y'all. All right, T. Marie, bounce us out. Bounce us out. Bounce us out.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
He can't appreciate the good saucy bounce.
I said bounce us out.
I don't want to bounce no more.
Actually, I don't want to bounce the titty. Bye.
Bye.